In the quiet town of Eldwood, where fog clung to the streets like a second skin, there was a place called Curios of the Past, an antique shop overflowing with forgotten treasures. Tucked in its darkest corner stood a mirror tall, with a frame of carved vines and roses that seemed to twist under the dim light. Its glass held a strange shimmer, as if it could see you. No one in Eldwood talked about it much, but everyone knew that mirror was different. They called it the Mirror of Lost Souls, though most thought it was just a spooky rumor. Ava, a 28-year-old YouTuber behind the channel HS Horror Story, thrived on unraveling mysteries like this. With 120,000 subscribers, her videos weren't about cheap scares. They were about real stories, human stories that lingered in the shadows of old objects and places. A tip from a viewer led her to Eldwood, 3 hours from her city apartment, with her camera gear packed and her curiosity burning. "All right, HS Horror Story fans," she said, filming the shop's cluttered interior. "Let's see what secrets this place holds." The shop's owner, Mr. Harrow, was a thin man with eyes that seemed to carry too many years. When Ava pointed her camera at the mirror, he hesitated. "That one's been here forever," he said, his voice low. "People say it watches you, never sells." Ava, ever the skeptic, grinned for her audience. "Well, let's test that. You know, us Horror Story doesn't buy into ghost stories without proof." She stepped closer, her reflection sharp in the glass. But as she adjusted her camera, something flickered a shadow behind her, quick and gone. She spun around, heart thudding, but the shop was empty. "Did you guys catch that?" she asked, zooming in on the mirror. "Just a trick of the light, right?" That night, Ava edited the footage in her apartment, the HS Horror Story logo glowing on her screen. The shadow was there, faint but undeniable, moving when she hadn't. Her subscribers went wild when she uploaded the video. "That's not normal," one commented. "Ava, stay away from that thing," another warned. The video racked up thousands of views, but Ava couldn't shake the feeling that the mirror had noticed her. She dreamed of it that night, its glass rippling like a pond, whispering her name. When she woke, her laptop was open, the HS Horror Story video playing on a loop. She hadn't touched it. Driven by curiosity, Ava returned to Eldwood. Mr. Harrow reluctantly agreed to let her borrow the mirror. "Be careful," he said, his hands trembling as he wrapped it in cloth. "It doesn't like being moved." Ava set it up in her living room, her camera rolling for the next HS Horror Story episode. "Okay, subscribers, let's see if this mirror is as creepy as they say." She stared into the glass, challenging it. For a moment, nothing happened. Then her reflection blinked. Ava stumbled back, laughing nervously for the camera. That was weird, right? But when she reviewed the footage, her reflection hadn't just blinked, it had smiled. A slow, knowing grin she hadn't made. The HS Horror Story comments exploded. "That's not you, Ava," one viewer wrote. "Get rid of it." Another urged, but Ava was hooked. This was the kind of mystery her channel lived for, real, tangible, unsettling. She kept filming, noticing small changes. The mirror seemed to hum, a vibration she felt in her chest. At night, whispers drifted from the glass, too soft to make out. She recorded it all, her Horror Story videos growing raw, almost desperate. Her subscribers noticed, some begging her to stop, others demanding more. One night, while filming, Ava saw a figure in the mirror, a woman in a tattered dress, her eyes hollow, standing behind Ava's reflection. She turned, but no one was there. The footage showed the woman clearly, her lips moving. When Ava enhanced the audio, she heard a faint, "Help me, trapped." Her stomach twisted, but she shared it on HS Horror Story, her voice shaking as she spoke to her audience. "Guys, I think this mirror is more than just creepy. I think it's holding something." Ava dove into Eldwood's history, combing through old records for her next HS horror story video. She found stories of disappearances, dozens of people, gone without a trace, all linked to the antique shop decades ago. A local legend mentioned a mirror that stole souls, but there was no proof, just whispers. She filmed herself reading from yellowed newspaper clippings, her face pale under a camera's light. As horror story fans, I don't know what I've gotten myself into, but I can't stop now. The mirror's pull grew stronger. Ava saw it in every reflective surface, her phone, her car's rear view, even a spoon on her kitchen counter. Her dreams were filled with faces, all pleading, all trapped. She stopped sleeping, her horror story videos turning into late-night confessions. I don't know what's real anymore, she told her subscribers, her eyes shadowed. A viewer named Clara, a historian, reached out with a lead. She'd found a journal from 1890, written by a woman named Eliza, who described the mirror as the work of a grieving artisan. He'd made it to speak to his dead wife, but it became something else, a trap for souls, growing stronger with every gaze. It feeds on attention, Clara wrote. The more you look, the more it takes. Ava wanted to stop, but the mirror wouldn't let her. She saw her reflection change, her eyes colder, her smile not her own. Her horror story videos grew frantic, her subscribers torn between concern and fascination. Ava, you're scaring us, one comment read. Keep going, another said. She felt the mirror watching her, even when she covered it with a sheet. The whispers grew louder, calling her name, urging her to look. One night, Ava set up a live HS horror story stream. Her camera trained on the mirror. Thousands watched, the chat buzzing with worry and excitement. If there's something in there, I'm going to find it, she said, her voice steady despite the fear in her eyes. She stared into the glass, the room growing cold. The mirror's surface rippled, and hands reached out, pale and thin, pulling her forward. Ava screamed, her body halfway through the glass before the stream cut out. Her subscribers flooded the comments, some calling it a stunt, others begging for answers. Police found no trace of Ava or the mirror. Her apartment was empty, her camera still recording, but the footage showed only static. H's horror story went silent, yet the channel's legend grew. Fans shared her videos, warning others about the mirror. Some claimed to see Ava's face in their own reflections, her voice whispering, "Don't look." Years later, a new video appeared on HS Horror Story. It was shaky, filmed in a dark room. The mirror stood in the center, its glass glowing faintly. Ava's voice, unmistakable, said, "I'm still here. Help me." The video ended, and no one knew who uploaded it. In Eldwood, curios of the past remains, and the mirror waits, its secrets buried in its shimmering depths.